Hello, everybody. Time for a live update. Where have I been? What have I been doing? Not going to go into all that detail. I've been basically doing the job. It's been a reasonably good time. It's been a job, but hasn't been bad. Hasn't been nothing to complain about. That's why I haven't been on here, because I like to complain. Um, and I've had some reasonably long runs in the last week. I went to Texas and back. It worked out because on the week I went home, there was enough activity around the week, so I still got my 4 days, but ended up with a paycheck every week instead of one blank week without a paycheck. So while it wasn't much, it was still good to get something and something that covers the bills. So all right there, that helps. But it was a little less than I was thinking it would be. I think there was one thing I've realized is especially when you use the gas card that deducts it from your paycheck. That's convenient. However, sometimes it can overlap. So you've got some of the gas left over from the previous week getting billed onto what you're getting paid for this week. So it looks like you got less in your paycheck. And it's hard to track. If I'm starting to realize that if I use my own credit card, I can go right back into my statement and check and see if everything matches up. Plus, I recently ran into an issue with using that company card at one of the pilot stations. The pump had a malfunction, and the gas station, they had to like run out and make sure that it got billed, and they ran it twice. And it was kooky because I have no way of knowing, because you don't get an itemized report of all the gas transactions. You just basically can keep your receipts, but keeping a receipt from the gas station doesn't really tell me if they billed me twice for the same amount of gas. Because here's the thing, if a credit card doesn't work, it doesn't allow you to pump gas, but it pumped all the gas, and then it said error C cashier. Then the cashier got a receipt that said failed, failed, failed. So then I was nice enough, I didn't just drive off and say, hey, tough luck, folks, because I pumped my gas. Your pump had a malfunction. How's that my problem, right? So why should I believe just because the computer's spitting out weird crap? I don't know what the fuck all that is. But anyways, um, I was there. They had me. They said it ran through again. They called corporate. It had a 10-minute malfunction. Right, went through. I signed their little keypad thing, which you don't normally have to do, which is weird. And then got out of there, and I have no way of knowing if I was charged twice for that $50 tank of gas. So kind of a bummer there, not knowing if you got billed or not. But I don't think I did. I think it was just leftover gas from my other job. But the real news today that I'm on here somewhat complaining about is that second load in a row. This is what you got to get used to. Something in the slow times. Loads get canceled. You get the dispatch calling you up and saying, hey, we got something for you. So, hurry up and, stop whatever you drop, whatever you're doing, and get on over to here and start working, and you do that. No big deal. And this is the first time this has happened where one load got canceled, and definitely the first time where two loads got canceled in a row. I started in Guelph, Ontario, and they said, hey, go over to this place in Cambridge. You have a load to pick up from there going to Iowa. Not bad, but you don't really get out of Iowa too much. Well, what do you know? Come to find out that load turned out to be 4,000 pounds, so they canceled it. And I guess better than me getting there and them trying to load it into the van and having a problem. So why they didn't know that before they ordered the load, who knows? But that's how that worked. But so, okay, I was right near a Planet Fitness, which enabled me to have a really good place to park for the week, or for the night. So, okay, not a big deal, right? We'll camp out here and we'll wait for something. Well, late last night, I got a call and I was like, oh no, like I'm gonna have to go somewhere at 3 in the morning. But they're like, no, no, it's gonna be ready in the morning, so just be over to North York in Toronto by the morning. And I didn't mind that because it was 45 minutes away. That's not too bad. 46 miles, about 45 minutes. And I decided that I would head over there. I would continue with my resting. Um, and at about 2 or 3 in the morning, head over to York while there's no traffic because I hate getting through Toronto traffic. So I did that, and I arrived this morning, around 3:30 in the morning. Camped out in front of the place, um, and even a friendly worker came out and answered some of my questions. Told me where the ship and receiving door was, what time they would be here, and that no one was there at the moment, so no problems. And so in the morning, I went in there, and it was weird because the clerk said, "Yeah, your shipment is gonna be ready. Just give us another 20 minutes. We're still preparing it." And that's always a crap load because if you need something expedited, it sounds like you have something ready to go that's got to get somewhere. When the expediter comes and gets there, and you're like, "Oh yeah, we're just getting it together. Just wait a couple minutes." I got 12 hours of driving to do for you, and I don't want to be there in driving through the dark as much as I can. So, you know, um, get a move on. So, anyways, but I got sent out to the van as if I still had a load. Checked my email, and next thing you know, it says, "Hey, Mark, you can buzz out of there. Your load got canceled." What? Right? I had to check the time. I'm like, yeah, that just came through a half hour ago. And then while I was typing an email back, they even gave me a call. "Hey, did you get the email? Yeah, that load was canceled. Just go wait somewhere near there. We'll give you a call." We do have things on deck. It shouldn't be too bad, but, nothing exactly at the moment. So this means I could be waiting throughout the day today, into tomorrow and you know what? I just realized. If in fact I don't hear something today, I'm hoping to, I think I will, but if I don't, it's Friday. Chances of me getting something out of here on Saturday, non existent. Chances of me getting something out of here on Sunday, non existent. Chances of me getting out of here on Monday, better. So I'm probably in Toronto for the weekend. Not a lot of great places to sleep in the midst of Toronto. So that's one thing. We could probably find somewhere. Secondly, at least there's things to do. I want to go to a bookstore. I want to maybe I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna go to the CN Tower. I love the CN Tower, but it's so expensive. I could walk down Yonge Street and check out the shops. That sounds, maybe even ride the subway. Who knows? That sounds fun. Take the subway somewhere. I think there's even some friends in town I could probably give a ring to. So I'll see. That being said, I checked out lastly here. I don't know if I mentioned this. I checked out what's called Lifeson Art Park. There's a mosaic, a tile mosaic of Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson on the front of a building over there. You can see if the building, little ranch-sized thing with wood on it. It's a park dedicated to Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson of Rush, who grew up in this area of Willowdale. The Three Travelers, Men of Willowdale. You've heard that in that album, right? If you're a Rush fan, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, maybe you should be. Anyways, one of my favorite bands. So, and especially with the recent passing of their drummer Neil Peart, I thought it would be something cool that I didn't want to miss while I was in the area. I was 7 miles away from where I was sitting, so I skipped Planet Fitness and said, "Let's go to Lifeson Art Park." Not much to do, not really much about them other than a plaque and the mosaic, but still pretty cool to see. And if you're wondering, well, what about their drummer, Neil? Why wasn't he included in the park? Neil Peart grew up on the south side of Lake Ontario, so in a straight line, probably about 60 miles from here, but around the lake about 200 or 150 miles or so. And in St. Catharines area, right almost to the border of New York State, I believe is where Port Deloise, I think what is the pronunciation, and Lakeside Park is near there, and there's a farm somewhere down in that area, all in the St. Catharines area. So he was not from this exact area, but I believe that's their middle school. I'm looking at up the street there. There was a whole gaggle of young people walking toward that school. That was probably their middle school right there. And funny, even one of them, a young lady, was in the art park. She stopped to what appeared to be smoke some pot. I was like, I think you're in middle school. I don't think that's what you should be doing here at the park. But she gave herself a nice mood and went to school, apparently. That was weird to see that. I couldn't really tell, but I thought the odor was that. So then it didn't look like a cigarette either. So we're just gonna leave it at that. Whatever she did, a young girl. So that's about it. Nothing more to talk about other than be prepared to have, get told one thing and suddenly it's something else. You hurry up and wait. They're waiting for this shipment and you get there and no one knows, why they ordered it or where it's going or whatever. And then like today, go here, go there, and then wait, no, it's canceled. Wait, no, it's canceled. Twice in a row. So I've spent 100 miles and I could probably, bitch about this 100 miles, but usually when you deadhead somewhere, they kind of skip out on the first 50 because kind of it's expected. If you want to keep busy, just grab up the 100 miles, just eat it up, and you're gonna make the money back in your run. On one hand, yeah, it's working for free. On the other hand, 100 miles in the van is like what, 15 miles per gallon. That's probably 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, about probably around $20 in gas. So you lose about $20. But anyways, let me cut the video short here. I've already been talking over 10 minutes. So that's our loss for today. Get ready to do that. But we, instead of complaining about it, we'll turn it into some traveling around Toronto and see what we get. Okay, have a good day. We'll see you soon.